Up on the last stock that you actually mentioned, which is Voltas. Voltas is up 9%. The fact is that it had corrected quite a bit from the highs. It had fallen about 80, 90 odd rupees or so. The results are better, but just a very quick word on results. I thought the expectations for a quarter like the quarter which has just gone by were actually pretty low. I mean, it was a low ball kind of number which the markets were expecting. So, should the stock be up 9% for the results? I'm not so sure. I mean, I would have imagined 2-3% kind of a move. The real story, I think the real reason the stock is moving the way it is because of the joint venture. It is sort of signed with a Turkish company, which is part of one of the largest groups in that country, in Turkey. And Voltas is now is eyeing a bigger market. I mean, it's a one-product company, Ekta. It sells air conditioners. It's a market leader, 20% plus share. So, I mean, it's worked very well for them. But now it wants to get into the entire consumer durable space. And I think if we can have the graphics up, please. The reason why markets are excited the way it is this. Just look at the penetration levels, right? I mean, this is a broad argument, but I've heard it being cited back to me by fund managers, analysts all the time when, you ask them, well, what are people paying for a company like Voltas, these kind of P multiples? They say, well, how many ACs do we sell in India? How many ACs do we sell in China? I mean, it's used, that argument about what we sell here in India, what we sell in a country like China is used quite liberally. So I'm using the same argument today to just put out what the penetration levels for some product categories are. These are all figures from Euromonitor, and these are figures as of 2015, the last figures we have available. In the semi-automatic washing machine category, the penetration level in India is 5%. In China, it stands at 18%. Food preparation appliances. Now, we don't know if Voltas, as part of the joint venture, will enter all these categories. But food preparation appliances, broad category, the penetration in India is 18%. In China, it's 25%. Heating appliances is another category which Euromonitor has data for. In India, the penetration was 1%. In China, it's 44%. The microwaves penetration level, and I read as part of a news report that, well, microwaves is a category which Voltas is looking to enter via the joint venture. In India, that penetration is about 3%. In China, is 23% or so. I know these are broad, big figures used to usually justify, what stock levels are, but I think it also kind of could be one reason why, I mean, a company like Voltas would want to enter newer segments. So I don't think the results with Voltas, the move you're seeing, is really all about the results. It was supposed to be a good quarter. There were all indications for it. It turned out to be 200 crores versus 140, 150 crores of expectations. But I don't think that explains the 9% move. It's a joint venture, and going away from being a one-product company into entering the entire consumer durable space, which is keeping the stock sort of buzzing the way it is right now. 40 rupees, 447 on Voltas.